Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome along to the New Zealand Scrabble YouTube channel. We are the country's best live streaming Scrabble channel, which is a distinction we've earned by being the country's only live streaming channel. But having said that, if there's anyone watching who is curious about streaming their own Scrabble, please do, because the more Scrabble the better, and the more Scrabble online the better. So that brings me nicely to tonight's slate of games, which is going to be the second in our FreNZy series. So we have three new players tonight: Laura Griffiths, Mike Currie, and Scott Chaput. And we've got one player returning from last time, Lewis Hawkins. And the point of this episode is really for us all to practice for one very large event we have looming on the tournament calendar, which is the Trans-Tasman Challenge. If you haven't heard of that before, it's a biennial tournament which sees 12 of the best Australians playing 12 of the best New Zealanders. And this year it's happening right here in Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland, this very weekend from Friday through to Sunday. And it's going to be our very first live tournament broadcast. So we're anticipating some very high level Scrabble being played, and New Zealand hasn't actually won it since 2010. So there are some very motivated players out there to bring it home. We've pre-scheduled the link for that stream, and it's posted in the description below if you want to bookmark it, or you can just subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and keep an eye on our live streams page. So, none of the people on stream tonight are actually playing in the Trans-Tasmans, though they're all certainly good enough to play in the Trans-Tasmans, and Scott has played in it before. Twice, I think. But a couple of them are going to be doing some commentary on the games throughout the weekend, so that's why this is called the Commentator Edition, because it's basically all about us getting some reps in on a live broadcast before we enter the big circus ring this weekend. Okay, so without any further rambling, I will sign off and throw you over to our players. So, good luck everybody, and I hope you enjoy the Scrabble.
Hi everyone, I'm Scott Chaput. I'm down here in Dunedin. I've been playing in New Zealand for about 20 years. I didn't start playing until I read Word Freak like many other people. As Alex said, I've played in the Trans-Tasman twice, in 2014 in Wellington and 2018 down here in Dunedin. And I would be playing this time, but I just got back a few weeks ago from a 3-week holiday, so I would have done no study. I'm looking forward to playing here. I haven't played in Woogles in a couple of years, so I'll be a bit rusty on my keyboard. Joining me today is Laura Griffiths down in Christchurch. You want to say hi, Laura?
Hi, everyone. Yeah, I play in Christchurch, and I am known for playing quite slowly. So I'm very nervous. We're playing 12-minute games tonight, so I have a feeling I'm going to run out of time. I also play lots of phonies, so watch out, everybody.
No, don't worry. I'm just going to be chucking words down. I'm not going to worry too much about anything strategic.
Awesome. Sounds like fun.
Yep.
Also I'm Lois, also from Christchurch, and yeah, I play the opposite of Laura. I always got told I played too fast when I was younger, and then kind of slowed down now, but I'm still a very fast player, so hopefully that will suit me today.
I can attest to Lewis's speed. I've played him multiple times before he left us to go to high school and varsity.
Yeah, but I'm back now.
And he's back, and that's not, for me, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. And finally, we have Mike Currie up in Auckland.
Hi there, my name's Mike Currie. Yeah, I've been playing competitive Scrabble since 2014. I'm affiliated with the Mount Albert Club. I also regularly write for Forwards and the National Scrabble magazine, and yeah, looking forward to this evening.
Okay. And should we get ready to play?
Yep.
Why not?
Right. So me versus Scott first.
Okay. You want to send me an invite?
Yep. Sure. There you go.
Okay, and Lewis and I will now mute our headphones, turn off our mics so you don't hear us mumbling under our breaths, and we will see you in a bit.
That's what it is.
Awesome. Good luck, guys.
Good luck. Yes, enjoy. Now.
All right.
We are.
Here we go.
Do we need to press anything?
You just click on the game. Are you in, Mike?
Yes, I'm in there.
All right.
Start club game, that one.
Yeah. So Scott's first up
No, that's not it.
with Hanker. Ah, nice.
Here we go.
Here we go. Right. So Lewis has got not a great set of letters here. What would you do in this situation, Mike?
Yes, very vowel heavy. Irritable vowels. Onion goes down. Oh, nice parallel play.
Yeah. Awesome.
5 two-letter words there.
Yeah.
And Scott has got the opposite problem. Too many consonants.
Yes. It's looking a bit grim. Yes. I suppose you'd have to play through one of these vowel.
And now it does have I on line number 6 there. It does have IN. He could have played the ING word. That's a good idea. Yes, shedding 2 of his consonants. Oh, that looks good. ACDENST.
Yeah, he's got quite a few bingo options there with that one, and places to play them as well. So he's got that triplet of decants, descant, and scanted. The question really is just where does he put them and what does he see? I'm sure Lewis would see those.
He could play scanted from J5, NAMS.
Yep, true, yep.
Or, yeah, the Hanker obviously takes an S.
Yep.
There we go, scanted goes down.
Yeah. Scott's letters are not really improving, but he's got the X. See if he can do anything interesting with that.
Still a lot of consonants.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
It's not so great. He's challenged scanted. Interesting that analyzers come up with an interesting word, Grawlix. Grawlix. Do you know that one?
Wow.
Mike? I have no idea.
Certainly not. No.
I wonder if Scott knows it. I've never played Scott. I have no idea, what his sort of level and vocab and all that is like.
Pretty high. Yes, I played him in the Nationals this year. He's got very good word knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay, so wig goes down on top of scanted.
Yes. Which leaves Lewis with a lot of ease. But it looks sort of interesting, this rack. I feel like severed or something could be in there.
Severed has got 3 E's in. Yeah. Deserve, wouldn't that be?
Deserve? Yeah, absolutely. Does it go down anywhere?
And then you maybe play through the N. That looks good. Or even the A.
Deserve. Apparently
There's
deserve
nothing
does go down on J2. So turning om into oms and nam into name. So
very nice. Yes.
There.
Yeah, can go down. Yes, on the J column there.
Yeah, it's a little bit tricky to see that. I think Lewis would probably be looking through the A and the N.
I can tell you now that there's nothing with the A or the N, unfortunately. Not 8 anyway.
Right, yes. There is one more option, revested with swig. But yeah, those are both pretty tricky to see. So Lewis goes with vig, which takes that sort of triple hook out of commission. And Scott still has his X, so still not a lot he can do with it. It's really frustrating when you've got a high scoring letter, one of those power tiles, and you can't do anything with it. So he's decided to exchange.
Exchange, probably a good idea.
Yeah.
There are too many consonants. Right, and then Lewis has got DEELORS, which also looks good.
Mm-hmm. Again, it's a little tricky to get.
There is one bingo. There's one 7-letter word in there, which I wonder if people who are watching the game can see, but I'm not sure it goes down anywhere.
I have my
maybe working through
open, so I can tell you that it actually does. I should try and play it without looking at the analyzer, commentate without looking. But it does go resold. And it goes down with
rock.
Next to rock. Yep, and
Yeah.
een. Again, though, it's pretty tricky to find these spots. So we'll see what Lewis comes up with. He might still be. Oh, yeah.
He's found it.
Nice.
Very good.
Nice.
Resold.
Yeah.
No, to add a new sole to a pair of shoes. Rock and een. Very nice.
Yeah. Good find. Right, so Scott exchanged. He's got a better balance, but it's not looking very, not a great spread of letters. 2 R's and
lots
2
of
A's
duplicates.
And a U. Yeah, it's not good. I think I'd personally just be looking to get rid of. I'd look to play Ert or something just to get rid of some of those tiles.
Yeah, maybe play off one of the R's, one of the A's, maybe a U.
U if possible.
I'm not particularly fond of U's.
No, definitely not. The Q's still out there, but yeah. Yeah, this is oral. Yeah.
Oral, or aural, however you pronounce that.
Interesting. With the Z still out there, that's a little bit dangerous, but.
Are you looking at that hot spot there?
Hot spot,
on B10.
You could go across with a zoo or something. With Lewis, gosh. Well, he's got
blank.
the blank.
He's drawn the first blank, yeah.
Awesome.
But still a lot of vowels. There's 5 vowels there.
Yeah. I don't think he can do too much with all those vowels.
No, and there's no 7s in that rack.
No.
And there's only 2 8s.
Oh, okay. What are the 8s?
Well, so I'm looking at my anagram now. So eolipile, EOLIPILE.
Right.
The first steam engine with a globe made to revolve. Okay, eolipile. Yeah, neither of them. There's no hanging consonants really to play those words. So it's gone for opine instead.
Yeah. Okay. Yep, that's fair enough.
Now this looks like a very nice balanced rack here. CEIOPRT.
Yeah.
So is this Scott to play?
Yes, this is Scott. He really needs to bingo a couple of times, in fact, to get back up, or at least once to get back up close to Lewis. So
there's one natural 7 there. I'm not sure if anyone. I certainly didn't spot that. And there's also something very nice through that A.
Yes, definitely. He can play operatic through that A, which takes out the danger of the A as well. So that would be great. There's another option for him, which is depictor.
Coming from the D here, resold.
Yeah. No, he doesn't see them, so he's gone for pacier. It's a pretty good score.
At least he's taken that triple word score out. That was quite a dangerous hotspot. And now, what do you think, Laura? Maybe Brig on the corner, triple word score, BRIG.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty good score. It's not a great leave though. Just leaves Lewis with a bunch of vowels.
33. Yes, but he's EIO blank would be the leave. I'm not. It just seems to have. I hate having 2 I's on my rack.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean this, with I and the E together, or the I and the O can be all right. If you've got an R or an S, to
Brig goes down.
Yep,
yeah.
Brig down.
Why not grab the points while you can?
Yeah. All right, Scott.
That was worth 27.
So Scott's got a blank now, the other blank. So, do you see any plays here, Mike?
No, blotting with a G or an N. I guess when you've got those 2 T's, it's good to put them together.
Yeah.
I can't see any 7s there, and the only thing to play off would be either the R or the D.
Yeah.
The R of aural, the E of resold. the D of resold.
Yeah. The TION would be a possibility, but he does have actually blottier going down to the R. I didn't
Right.
personally know that blotty was an adjective. What's blotty?
Yeah, more blotty. Yeah.
When you spill red wine on the couch, you're going to get some very blotty paper towels.
That's right. Yeah, it's more smudged than my couch, so your couch would be blottier then. Yeah.
I wonder if he's going to see that or.
It's a hard find. I mean, putting the T's together and is a good idea, like blotting or blottier
Yeah.
in this case.
Yeah.
Also, just starting with the heaviest letter. I mean, most of the 8s I'm looking at do start with that B. But yes, it does make sense to come down, look at the 8s with the R, rather than trying to play through this D here at the bottom of resold.
There are a few openings on the board, at least, for putting a bingo down, if and when he sees one. So he'd be wanting to keep those openings available rather than closing up the board. Yep, so
he's opted for bit.
Simple option there. Just playing off one of those T's and the B. Right, so what's Lewis up to
we've
here
got
with his vowel?
EILOUY blank.
Blank. Yuli? I always, whenever I get O and U together, I try and look for an out word because I spent, I don't know, a weekend learning all the out words, which then, of course, I forgot. But I don't think there's an out.
No,
Y with a Y. Unless there's an 8. So.
Oh, U. Good. I mean, why not? Yeah, just grab the points.
Yep, totally.
That's down on the triple lane. That's 22 points.
Yeah. Oh,
and very quick there. Wow.
Yeah. Lewis is super fast. So he's got ventals on
Doily.
his rack now.
Oh, ventals. Yeah. Does ventals? Oh, ventals goes down on the next to the O of opined.
Yes, it does.
NTILS. Yes, that would fit.
I would think that Scott would know that. The next best one, funny enough, is Bankers, which is actually really clever. Oh, no, it'd be cool if you had the H as well to go Bankers and then across the top there if you had a TH.
Oh, I see. Right, okay.
Yeah. Of course,
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I expect ventals to come down from L1 onto the O of opined.
Yeah, I would think so.
You can shuffle these racks in, can't you? On
yeah, you can move
Woogles?
the letters around. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I find there it comes.
Right, he's found it. Great, ventals.
Yeah, nice. All right.
So that was Lewis who's just played ventals, or?
Oh no, that was Scott. Was it?
Was
Scott?
That
Lewis?
No, it was Lewis. Yeah, so Alpha Lewis.
Right. Sorry.
So Scott to play, and he has the other blank and still a lot of vowels.
Yeah.
2 A's, O, U, D, T, and blank.
Yeah. If he had an E instead of an A, that would really help things. There's a few
we've got
options.
outs there, haven't we?
Yep, we've got the out, but there's also some auto options there. Autocade. Yeah.
Yes, autocade would fit actually onto the E of ventals. So that's autocade, and there's also autocoid, which is quite similar. So autocade, AUTOCADE. Okay, and he's played Yord down here on the bottom right-hand corner.
That's interesting. Yeah, he's had a few bingos that he hasn't seen. I wonder if that's if he's seeing them, not playing them, or if it's just it's tricky playing in that online environment sometimes.
Well, there's a lot of time pressure in these games. These games are much faster than normal games. Is it 20 minutes for all your moves? Autocade would have also opened up a triple. I'm not sure if he was worried about that. Just playing it onto the E of Ventals would have opened up this triple lane here at the top of the board.
Yeah.
Okay, so
back to Lewis, and he's gone. Jeff.
He's played Jeff, Jefe.
Yep.
That's
Starting to close.
28 points.
Yeah, and it closes
So
the
he's
board
blocked.
up a bit too.
It does, yeah. So really, like, if you're looking for bingos, it's really sort of coming down onto this Y of U.
Yes, that's right.
Or the D at the bottom right here of Yord. That's also a lane there, which he will be looking at, because very nice letters, AHIOST blank.
Yeah,
That does look.
He's got such a fun option here for bingo, which is a tissue.
A tissue.
ATISHOO.
Or would go down and make yo. And he's got something a little bit obscene onto the D as well, Laura. Starting on this triple word score at the bottom. SHITLOAD.
Sorry, where is that? Say that.
Are we allowed to say that
yes.
word?
Oh my god!
Shitload.
He's got a shitload at the bottom. Wow.
Yeah. So dropping shitload here on the bottom triple.
That would be an awesome play.
Or a tissue, very nice find. A tissue onto the U of.
Or he could do.
And the B lane there.
Yeah, thankers. He can do the thankers, and he's got the H now, so you could do THO across there. If he doesn't see the bingos, that would be a pretty good move, I'd say.
Oh, I see. So thankers and
And actually, onion takes a G as a front hook, I think. Does it not?
Wow.
Gunyon? I'm pretty sure it does.
Ganyan? I'm not sure about Gunyon. Wow.
Ah.
Yes, it does. And a R.
Yeah,
wow.
okay. So,
a G and a R.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's played what you expected, though.
Nice, yeah.
Making thankers and
Yeah.
That's quite high scoring as well. 39 points.
Yeah, not too bad. Lewis has got a handful of power tiles here, so I suppose he'd be looking to maximize those any way he can.
So Lewis has got AEEOQTZ.
Yeah.
So Q and Z.
So he's got QAT. There's also there's an I on the board there. He could just play off the Q.
G, yes, that would be a double word score. Yeah, the I of Ventals.
Just to get rid of it. Up there.
Or across here, just above up, he could play cats, putting the Q on the double letter score. QATS. Cats.
I always look for, you see the R in oral, so whenever there's a situation like that, I always spend probably too long looking to try and get the Z, in this case the Z, on that double, and then go through down to the double word score so that you get, double your money. But I don't think he has any options here for that.
So would you play off the Q as soon as you could?
There we go,
cats.
I probably would in that case. He did have some pretty good options with the Z into that triple off Jeffy. How do you pronounce that?
So he's played cats, and Scott has still got that blank and two S's now. Not always easy to negotiate.
No.
But AFIRSS and a blank.
And that cat's play was quite a strategic move on Lewis's part because it blocks off that R bingo lane down to the R. So he's blocking the board off. At that D in the bar bottom right hand corner of the board is the only real bingo option left.
And I don't think he has anything onto the D.
No.
What about onto the A is feasible, but not many 8-letter words ending in an A, or even playing through an A and an R, which seems If goes down for 22 points for Scott. So the scores at the moment, we've got 391 plays 248 in Lewis's favour.
Yep, he's feeling pretty comfortable at
the
this point.
clocks are counting down, so
yeah,
Scott's just
really
got
counting
over a minute left.
Yep. Ooh, he can play axe into the O on that triple. That's got to be a good or sax.
Or sax, yeah.
That's probably his best
57.
play of the game.
57.
Yeah.
It's caught him up a little bit.
Yep.
But Lewis still over 100 ahead.
Yep. So he's just looking to play off his tiles as quickly as possible at this point. He could play Vena, could he not, across the top there?
Vena?
Vena, yeah.
Yep.
That's not actually coming up on my analyzer, so now I'm feeling like maybe, am I making that up? Vena. Oh no, it's there. It is. Yeah, it is there. It's quite far down. Wang is his best play. E4. Wang. Oh, down to Grok, so Grok. So actually,
Grok.
I didn't know that hook until now, but that. So there's been a G hook across in that upper left hand.
I mean,
of the board.
he could of course just play Vena into the triple word score and keep the G on his rack for a possible bingo coming down, making Grok.
Well, there's not enough tiles left for him to bingo anymore.
Oh,
yeah, Lewis
okay,
has only got
right.
6 tiles
There's
left,
six tiles.
End game. Dawn. Yep.
There we go. Grok. To understand deeply by intuition. To grok.
Really? I assumed it was some sort of bootleg liquor. Grok.
and we can have a past tense.
Intuition.
Yeah, you can add ed, grokked,
Oh.
or cked would also be a past tense of to grok.
Nice.
Oh, very nice. Dawn.
Yeah.
Making woks and new.
That's a nice
That's
little
26 points.
Nice little interplay between linking up different words. It's been a fairly spread out board, actually.
So Scott's only got 6 tiles left. IRRST blank.
Yeah.
So not enough to bingo with. But possibly he could get rid of all of those in one sitting. Can you see anything there, Laura?
Not personally, but I can see it through the analyzer. STIRRE or STIRRA are both correct. Stirra or stirry. So if those play down into the Y, I would assume. Yeah. But yeah, I'd just be probably putting stir down or stare. There we go. I would potentially even just go is down off Jeff just to scoop up a few more points while I could. Be greedy. There you go.
Wow, such a quick game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
and someone went over on their clock there just slightly, was it?
I did.
Yeah, Scott did.
And
Hey.
I'm glad I
Just a little
muted it
bit.
because you would have heard me using a lot of foul language.
Were you having that much fun? Well,
No,
the one,
that was not enjoyable at all.
there was one
Fair enough.
foul word which you missed, Scott, or maybe you saw it, but I doubt it. Across the bottom there, you had shitload playing into the D of yord.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I think that's when you played though, THO, so you had
Yeah.
that OH. Yeah, it's very hard to see.
Yeah.
no, I was thinking, I was waiting to put a T on hankers for ages. And I'm looking at, I was like, oh, I get a chance that maybe I can do it here with the T and the H for the and then he plays Hefe, and I was like, oh, good lord.
Yeah.
Yes, that was very nice.
Yeah. So,
Oh.
Lewis, how were you feeling in that game? You seemed pretty comfortable.
Yeah, I just had like nice bingo tiles and those places to play. I just realized I missed
I
a
had
spot for
two-
deserve.
I had 2 E's through the whole game, which really makes it hard to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
even s-
and You
So
tended to
Scanted
beat
was
8.
your.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Scanted was a good play. You only had decants and descant there. That's great, and a place to play them.
Yeah, exactly.
And Resold, that was yours as well, wasn't it?
I didn't get any bonuses, so they're all his.
Yeah.
And if shitload is my only one, then that's not a good sign.
Oh, you had a few others that played down into the R off of Oral and other places, but they were quite
I
hard
looked
to
at
see.
Blot here, but I wasn't sure if that was any good.
That was good. It was good. Yeah.
Blottier and Botlier, maybe?
No, just
No.
Blottier.
Oh, bugger.
Yeah.
I did set it up, and I was like, I'm not sure if that's right or not, so I didn't pull the trigger.
Interesting. It would be fun if we could actually see the way you guys shuffle the tiles when you're playing, because we just see them in alpha order. But when you see players shuffling their tiles, it gives you a bit more insight into what they're thinking about playing.
Yep.
True.
Yeah, definitely.
To be honest, I just leave them in alphabetical order like 90% of the time.
One of those players.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
I
it
random
certainly
shuffled.
helped.
All right.
That was Grim Depression. Are we going to walk through this game like you did last time, Lewis? They can ask us what we were thinking, or in my case, what I was swearing at.
Most of my plays were pretty sore, good move, played, good move kind of thing.
Yeah.
I didn't really have much to do. I saw Deserve when I played Veg, but I didn't see the spot beside.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't
After I
think to
played
look there.
Oral, I was wondering, could I put an L in front for Laurel?
I would have played it if I had an L.
No, because Laurel is usually with
Is
an
it
E.
just with an E? Is it Laurel
E-L
with
at
an
the
E?
end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like it
definitely.
might be right. Who knows?
That Sax scored you a few points, didn't it? S-A-X at the
Yeah.
bottom there.
Did you pick up the X when you played F?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I exchanged it earlier as well. When I exchanged, I jumped the X in a couple.
My thing.
After Hanker, I had one vowel for about 3 times, and then when I exchanged, I had like 2 A's, an I, and 2 U's or something. It's like, oh
2
gosh,
R's and 2 A's and a U. Yeah.
it was grim.
Yeah. When I played
Alexander's
All right.
asking us to switch to the next game.
Yeah, and he
Switch
says
to
to
each
extend it out to 15 minutes as well. Thank goodness.
Oh, did I make it 12?
I'm
the
sure he
time
said
pressure
that,
on.
did he not? Yes.
Sweat.
So
it's one of you guys.
is it me playing
Playing Mike.
Mike,
Mike?
me.
Okay, all right. I will take my
So-
thing out and mute myself and challenge
Me
you to a
too.
game, Mike. Good game.
Great, look forward to it.
All right.
Perfect. Oh, peace and quiet.
My computer is very slow today.
That's not fun. Okay, I need to go back to club and speak to it. Yeah, you couldn't really have done anything in that game. I just
No, that was
had had stuff and you didn't. Ooh. Someone's mic.
yeah.
I think it's Laura's.
Can you hear that hype?
Yes, I
Yep.
can.
It's coming from Laura for some reason.
Oh,
I've just muted her for the time being. Sweat. That's starting the game.
oh, that's better.
Yeah, I've muted her as well. Okay. Who's playing first? Laura to play first. Have you found the match, Scott?
Yeah. Where game's live now. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, Alex has it up for us as well.
True. She has UNW.
Oh, I can't see his side.
twit. Yeah, works.
It,
I don't think I like keeping the I over the double letter score when she could have put it either side.
I would have put it in the middle.
Yeah.
The W's not W and one of the T's. That's. But
Yeah.
you know, if she may have an S. I didn't see her first rack, so.
It was
setting up for a double.
U and R with other tiles. Yeah.
That sounds like one of my racks.
Yeah, I think Mafia looked like the word jumping off the rack just then.
Yeah.
And he plays it pretty fast.
But then I and.
I think
It's anything that plays particularly well.
something across the top of Mafia with pat or bat.
The B or the P on top of the A.
Yeah, something like a BAP. And
Leaving Ruin.
yeah, doesn't seem off.
Poo.
Oh. She played it, but scoring a little bit less in that spot. I guess blocks the triple. But
yep. Avoid jumps. Devoy.
now it's probably Mike's spot to take.
Yeah.
Something like Avid.
That would fit nicely. Yep.
Yeah, or Evo. Yeah, no. Both work just as well. Ooh.
There is an R she'd have reinsure.
She must have something through the T.
Yeah,
something like
off the P.
Neurites or Reunites, Neurites through the T of Twit.
Yep. But is there anything off the P?
I can't see anything straight away. I'll check the word finder. Oh, yep. She has one going down to the triple. Penuries.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know though. But she has. I'm thinking she's going to find something through the T. Like a 7-letter word. Missed that one.
Nope.
But that's okay.
Yes. Remember, she said she's not used to. She's got to play fast if she's not used to it.
Yeah, it's a bit of stress.
When I found myself stressing, but there's no.
Yeah. I made our game go faster by making it 12 minutes as well.
Yeah.
My fault.
Ugh.
Yeah, another ugly-ish rack.
Yeah, it's very unattractive.
Wants to play off an O and a U probably somewhere.
No, yes, but you'd like to play a bit more than that.
No.
The OU.
OU. Keeping pretty solid lead. DOIES. That probably bingos most, well not most of the time, but a good percentage. And Laura has more bonuses through the T. Like Roanates, Urinates.
She has unpraised to the P.
Yeah. Hopefully he sees one of them. It's kind of hard when it's like obstructed slightly, but like the EN.
Yeah.
It kind of makes you think, oh, maybe I can't play.
Taurian won't play. Ruinates, urinates.
Yeah. One of
Ranites,
those ones.
those all play there.
Hopefully. Yeah. Yeah, it's a big drop off between playing a bonus and not playing a bonus in terms of score.
In
When you
fishing.
have such low scoring tiles.
If you
It's
didn't
like
see
very
one,
important.
I would play the U. Try and play the U, maybe,
Yeah.
and just go fishing.
I have faith. She's. Ooh, that's not right.
No.
Mike
Solider.
hasn't challenged it yet.
No.
I see him looking a bit.
Does give him a nice comeback with like Solider.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure
it
he
would
could
play
have played
without
it
it as well.
regardless.
Hit the challenge
Click
button.
challenge. Scroll down a little bit.
Yes. Well, you're... Woof.
Nice.
The dog barks it off. Hey, now you're supposed to. You're not supposed to listen to us. I find that hard to believe. He responded to my statement. No, it's Solitaire. This is gonna something's
I
gonna
think
come
you
down.
remuted.
Solitaire, Soldier.
Yeah. They're not easy hooks though.
No,
to
well you've got
find.
Roof on top.
Ah, true. I didn't even see that, to be honest. Yeah.
There it is.
Ah, yeah. Just play on the roof.
Yeah.
It also blocks all of her.
She still
easier.
play unpraise.
Yeah, it's also opened up scenarios. Double. But the nice ones through the T are gone. Like the high probability.
Yeah, Scenarius. This singular of Scenari.
Yep. Would go very nicely down.
Yeah, but very quick.
But now she's in the...
82 points to get right back in it.
Yeah. It's in a bad spot though if she doesn't find one of them.
Yeah. AINRS is a high probability stem to start with, and you just have to know that the U doesn't play with it.
Yeah. We'll see what she does.
So what made you decide to come back and start playing, Lewis?
Mainly just like more free time. I can now travel to tournaments. Just kind of, I don't know. Uni's not that awfully time consuming for me, so I have
What are you
extra
studying?
time to do. Economics and finance.
I have a PhD in finance.
Oh, nice.
So I probably know a few of your lectures as well.
That is probably very true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the WBY never play nice together.
Yeah. Here's
Oh.
Blowy or something. Cleans the rack right up
Yep.
of Soldier.
9, 10, 11. Yeah, 9, 10, 11.
27.
Yeah,
That scores will get in.
that would be a nice out.
Oh, also I didn't say this, but Soldier takes a Y on the end, so you could just dump the Y.
Soldiery. Yes, that would be.
Yeah, so
I think Blowy's a better move because it clears your
yeah,
rack
yeah,
out.
definitely a
Taking
nice
IST,
lead.
that's a nice leave.
Yeah, it's very good. Ooh.
Oh,
No, this might be a setup.
that's true.
I think he could just be.
It's something like Jedis and Blows.
She has a bonus 7 in that. She has Dis-June, but she's played very quickly.
Oh.
Yeah, she could play Dis-June underneath.
Yeah.
Win in a mine for 104.
No, it's too late now. She played Jedi.
Yeah.
But I didn't know. I would have probably played Jedis for a hatful of points
Yeah.
there.
Just
Open
blow up the rack and score and try get back into this game.
And open the board up, yes.
Yeah, Judd keeps a good lead, so it's kind of a mixture. Now Mike has a very bingo-y rack.
Yes.
Got quite a few 7s.
Society, obesity, ISO height, and type.
ISO type. Yeah. Is there any doubles? Like down from the S?
Serosity.
Yeah, I'm not finding that.
No.
Oh!
He
Wow,
did, though.
that is
Kaboom.
amazing find. Jesus. Yep, that's a valid challenge. I would
Yeah.
challenge it too.
I
That's a
would've
very
too.
good find.
Seating.
Yeah, resigned off the R. Okay. Got her bonus on the board and hopefully
Yeah.
can work her way back in it. Would make a good
Yeah.
game if she picked up the other blank.
Serosity made it tough. Alright, nice.
This is not a nice rack though.
No. Do you just dump the cube and clog up that side of the board? Just
Yeah.
off the right
I
side.
don't like the leave.
No, but you're up
Maybe
by
something to
100.
the S triple, but
You're up by 100 and you close off,
yeah,
the whole left-hand side of the board for now.
true. And it stops at triple getting used.
Or,
Yeah, and that's something else.
well, if there's an
Opens it up
M,
when you're ahead
there's an
quite
M
a
for
lot.
handsome.
No, unfortunately not. I think it might just be another move trying to leave good tiles and hope to pick up something. Like
It can't quite fit hard nose to the R.
had or hod underneath the seating. Yep,
Yeah.
head works well. And
So
now
no
she,
remains
I mean
nose
now,
left.
Mike blocked his only Q spot.
Yes.
So now he's going to be stuck with it until he picks up a U or a I or
AT.
another vowel apart from these E's.
Yeah. Well, that's what he used to look like. I didn't remember from that last game. J. Joe. And I still would have done something to shut down the left-hand side of the board. It's
Yeah,
just made
none
it a
of
lot
his
harder.
moves now are blocking. They're all opening
No,
up
he's-
more. Presume
Yeah.
something under had maybe.
Yeah, something like even EE.
NET, NETE, one of those. Yeah.
Ooh,
Uh,
not another not so pleasant looking rack.
yeah, but she has a 8 through the L, which is a good out. Unloosen.
Unloose,
So-
of course.
It's a common word.
Oh,
She's playing very fast, maybe. This is a very quick game. 9 minutes on the
Yes.
clock for both of them.
yeah, but they had 15 to start, so
True.
yeah, they had more than us.
But 24 on the bag, they should be maybe taking a bit more time.
Yeah.
Now, QZX.
Yeah, that's
That's
three out
a
of the power
hand.
tiles that you want, but they don't work so
Yeah.
well together usually.
Yeah.
How about Zex over
With-
on the left next to Serosity?
Yeah, I was looking at that. I like it.
22, 23.
You kind of block.
16,
If you pick up a U, you can play Query with Blowy for like 70 points.
Yeah.
But I don't think not playing ZX is a good play.
Yeah, just score some points and get on with it.
Yeah, I reckon.
Keep the score moving. And keep her under time pressure.
Yeah. Because he still keeps the Y hook for just like Rye or anything going the
Yeah.
other way. Be interesting to see what he plays.
No, there goes the Y.
Okay, I don't think I like that move.
No.
Toy takes
Um,
a O,
oh. Yeah, you can play OK at the
Yes.
bottom.
or like even Musk or something like that
Uh.
if she wants to.
There's the OK. Oh, if he kept the Y as query.
And now he's just going back to the same Zex play.
Yeah.
Didn't need to give away like 50 points for. Because even the YE with Blowy scored.
24, 25,
It was interesting.
34.
Yeah. I still think Zex is the right play now.
So do I.
You just need. It's keeping nice tiles now that the Q has a U.
Yeah, it's not lonely anymore.
Yeah. Before it's awful with the E's, but now it's. Oh, my computer beeped at me. Don't see any other moves. Are you playing at the upcoming Dunedin tournament?
No.
No.
Okay, so let's see if the leads next available.
That's
I think Laura's got another tough one to get out of again.
yeah, the tiles. Because she's been leaving good tiles, I think.
Yeah, she's been trying.
Yeah, but they just haven't worked out really.
All right, I still like Zex.
Yeah. Zix is still there. Still an option.
What else?
Oh, I didn't see this, but the analyzer sees like Tazar with the Zen in the middle of the board. Like TZAR.
Wow.
It's hard to spot though, very hard to spot. Just because you don't think to look there.
No, I don't. I would not have been looking for TZ words.
Yeah.
Or just Patzer even for 50,
True.
which is what I played like in our game.
I think the Zex would be on the board already for me. Like 4 turns ago.
Yes, Zex would have just come down and tried to... I would not have played Coles because I would have opened up that side of the board. I'd leave it to my opponent to do that. Ooh.
Furs. From... I'm pretty sure that takes like a S and an L or something. I'm not too sure of the L, but definitely should take the S. And Laura might have a response.
No, it's... unsharp.
Unsharp. I was looking at the
Score a bomb.
Oh, 107. Even like a
Yeah.
rush or something is still 51.
Yeah, when you have to know them to play them. That's the problem.
Yeah. But at the least, I think she'll play rush
Yeah,
for a good score.
keeping blank in.
Yeah. At this deficit though, like you may as well go for her.
That's right. It's only fun. You can always just throw them down and gamble.
Exactly. Yeah. She has some time to think about it though. 8 minutes on the clock.
Yeah. For someone who plays slow, she's played pretty quickly. But
Yeah.
you have bad tiles. Sometimes that just happens.
Yeah. Ooh, well done.
Sweet. I would be
Very
wouldn't
well
be
done.
surprised
And now
if this
it's
gets challenged.
15 points in it now.
There's a
20
challenge.
points now. Yeah. Expected. Yeah, just like that. Just
Boom.
opening the board with furs wasn't really needed, and now he might get punished for it.
Yes. Panax, but is there to play it? No, probably not.
I think you're still looking at the X in the same spot again, with like Apex or...
Apex would be nice.
Yeah.
Keeping CARN, that's not so bad. He's a 3 in the bag though, so maybe you just
Yeah.
you don't want to empty it.
Ugh, but there's not really any other options, really.
No.
Pax on the right side, but still has the same issue with ump. But it still
Yeah.
empties the bag and you have 7 instead of 6. He still has the N hook for Queen. That might come in handy.
Yeah.
Because that scores like 20 on its own. I expect him to think about it for a minute.
He's got a lot of time.
Got a bit of time anyway.
Yeah.
It's like surprisingly close given the start.
It's very surprising.
I think Mike just got,
It just went under 3 minutes.
yeah, he got overconfident and started opening the board when he didn't need to.
No, that was completely unnecessary.
Ah, he finally has the X in that spot.
Yeah, but now Laura's got 3 eyes to deal with.
Yeah. She can do it alright though. Get rid of 1 under with Chi and something across like Gert.
Yeah.
Go.
That will empty the bag and
Yeah. Whatever you're playing is going to empty the bag anyway though. So.
there it is.
Yeah, same thing. And now it's 27 points and gonna be a close ending.
Alright, now, how do you get out of this muck?
Yeah, you gotta find a way to go out in 2.
Yes. There's not many places for hooking, though.
No.
Car.
Rock. Keeping what?
Keeping
P-A.
pagan.
Pagan. Is there a place for pagan? Pagan.
Not that I can see. Penguin or panga. Not that I can see right away. Yeah, and when you have rock on ours, I was
above blow for a blow.
Ah,
you
yes.
can play panga if he's seen that outplay.
Yeah. When you played resold and making ROK, I was looking for a G for grok.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I had that on my last move for the G. Also, onion takes a front G, I'm pretty sure. Potentially. I could be wrong, but I was looking at that hook as well.
A G and an R.
Yeah. Laura.
So
G-E-I-T looks good.
Panga
On the
3, 4.
Nice. Something like that.
Yeah.
Probably G-E-I-T is better than G-E-L-T, but maybe she didn't know that. This is an interesting scenario now. Because I don't think she can play both her eyes.
Panga goes for 19, which gets him to 32, so he can't.
Yeah, he needs to play it out in more than one move, even if he set up the Panga. So...
Yeah. I mean, one move's not going to do it, so you'd have to do something that...
Something like Anger with Quain, as I said before, and then try play the P off with. Yeah, it's like the same kind of thing. Scores a bit less though.
Keeping so
Pig.
One eye, so he needs 22 points, which I don't see. Is there?
He needs to play AN with Quain, but he still doesn't win now. I think he had a chance to be played if he saw that spot before.
Yeah.
It was an interesting game anyway.
You can go out with something like Gran up on the top.
Yeah.
A Gone through the O and Coles.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's the game.
That's right. Now Laura's got a pass.
Wow.
Welcome back.
Hello.
I think I finished there.
You finished.
I can't hear anybody.
How do you guys think that game went?
Do I need to press exit?
You don't need to do anything right now.
No.
Just switch tab.
Yeah. Serosity Mike was a nice find. We were both impressed with that.
Thank you. Yes, but well done for catching up, Laura.
Unsharp was beautiful.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
But you missed early on. You missed when you played Uranos or Uranase or whatever. You had through the T of Twit. You had Uranites and Uranates and things like that.
Yeah. But,
Can you hear us, Laura?
How's that?
Yes, we can. I heard you now.
maybe. I can't really tell if she can hear us or not.
I can hear you, definitely. Yeah.
Mike.
Hello.
Mike, Lewis and I were talking, thinking that after you played Serosity, when you had that cue, you
I
should.
can't hear anybody. I can't hear anybody. Ah.
Oh. It's okay.
Yeah, we thought
That
we were.
I could certainly hear that high-pitched buzzing noise.
Yeah. But Lewis and I were saying we probably would have dropped the Q next to making QI, making chi next to Serosity, and just kill that
Yes.
board. Just absolutely kill it. And you played Coles and it opened back up, and it was like, oh.
And then, yeah, it seemed like you kept opening it up. Like the YE under Eon kind of gave back a massive spot for Laura.
That was unbelievable. That was a good play. Okay, I mean, the chance of having an O and a K. Oh.
Yeah, she had the S too, so heaps of plays with toys and stuff.
Like with your Y, you could have played Blowy, or early on you could have played Soldiery.
That's right, Blowy. Yeah, would have been nice.
Yeah, so we're looking, when you had the ZQ and X, we're thinking, well, you could play something like Query, making Blowy, and it would have been a hatful of points.
Oh wow, that would have been lovely. Yeah, I didn't see that at all. I saw Blown, but I didn't see Blowy. No.
Yeah, because you had the Y when you played it, and I was wondering whether you were setting it up for yourself, but
not that smart.
You played Serosity.
Yeah, Serosity is crazy. I was like very impressed.
I can hear you. Oh my god. Can you
Oh,
guys
good.
Here we go.
Oh, welcome back.
So
It's like we're
there's
speaking
definitely an echo in the room.
Yeah.
Should probably just go to the next game and then
Go to the next game?
It'll get better. Yeah, probably.
Yep.
Let's see if it gets sorted.
So I'm playing Scott, and Laura and Lewis are commentating.
Sweat. Yeah.
Right. So I need to
Back to the club.
leave this one.
Was there a anagram in urinize?
No. But you had quite a few through the T.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, all those obvious ones that I missed.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You're just like fixated on the 7 letters.
Yeah.
Thinking like they must be a 7 in there, but nah.
Yeah.
You froze again, Mike. All right, I'm turning off my mic.
Yeah, I've frozen.
That's all good.
I'm turning off my.
Yep. Sweat. They're both muted and gone away. Perfect.
Awesome.
I'm very amazed you got back into that game from that far behind.
I know. That
It's like,
unshaft really helped. That was a guess.
Yeah, it was very
I
good
like,
fun.
Well, might as well give it a try.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's the only way you get back into that game.
Yeah. I know. I was down by miles.
Yeah.
You just never know, do you?
Yeah, exactly. There's always a way back. And he was making nice opportunities for you.
Yes.
Being kind.
Thank you, Mike. He was.
Yeah.
I have to go back
They
to.
started. Back to club.
Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, I'm in.
Nice, me too.
All right. So Scott's up first this time. Oh, they're doing a 13-minute game.
Oh.
Is that our new instruction, or did they just randomly pick that?
Don't know. I think they randomly picked it.
Yeah.
I think Qua's fine. I didn't see anything getting the Q on the double letter.
Yeah. There's a lot of hook opportunities on Qua.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and Mike's
has
got a few with
of them.
quad and quat, quail.
Quay. Yeah. So either something alongside or under?
Yeah. Under would probably be higher scoring. I feel like I shouldn't turn my analyzer on and actually work at it.
Like try.
I probably
Yeah.
won't get very far though.
Oh, it's a
Something
nice thing.
Lint maybe
Yeah.
wouldn't be too bad, or dint underneath.
I would want to get rid of the U, to be honest. So, if it was me, I'd probably play like Luit underneath.
Luit, yes.
Luit, and keeping.
Yes, Luit
Yeah.
is a good word.
Yeah, I just don't like that U, even though
Yeah.
and no chance of drawing this queue.
Yeah,
That is
totally.
so
Unless you
desperate,
could bingo with it down off the queue, maybe.
Yeah.
So something like chi maybe here would be good.
Yep. Is longer choir.
Oh, choirs.
Or choirs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good play.
Yeah,
It seems
it's
to
high
work out for
scoring.
the score. Yeah, definitely.
He could have played it underneath for a little bit less, but he decided to
Yeah.
take the points now with the S, which is
Yeah.
a bad idea.
Yeah, definitely. So he's got untax or something like that here.
Yeah,
This is
no, we
the
really
techniques
didn't
he's
play.
playing. Like,
Oh, thanks
Yeah.
of the H with the X on the double letter. That's hard to see. I don't think I would have found it.
yeah, I missed
Yeah,
that one
just
too.
6. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. So I always look for what I want to get rid of first, and I would be trying to play wink or something to get rid of the tiles. Then I look
yeah,
on the board and
nice.
realize it doesn't go down anywhere.
And that uses
That's
up
why
most
it
of
takes
the
so
time.
long to play. Whack. Yep. That's
Yep.
good.
And it
Good.
scores
Good.
heaps.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a brilliant
44
score.
points.
Wow. Played fast too. He's back in. He's back in it.
Yeah.
I think does this have a bingo in here?
No, it doesn't. It kind of
no.
looks like oddity.
Yes, it does. That's what. Yeah.
Yeah. I would still look at, like, from the queue whether there's anything, but I know there isn't now, but
Yeah.
kind of looks
Yeah.
semi-nice.
Yeah, like Quinty or something. But no.
Yeah. I
Maybe
expect
something
this-
down into the K. Would you try
Yeah,
for some points
a
down
nuke,
through there?
N-E-U-K. It's quite nice. Decent leave, gets rid of the
yes.
U, one of your E's.
Yeah, a nice twist on the other kind of nuke.
Yeah. Which wouldn't score as much. Yeah, nice twist on it. The analyzer has KUE as the third best option for 9 points. Like, it really wants to get
Really?
rid of that U and E.
Wow. Yeah, I suppose. Well, that is that's a pretty good
Yeah.
leave because then you've
Exactly.
got the A, E, N, T, and the I.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a really good leave.
I noticed you, like, kept your U for ages. Like, you could have played it
I
on your
didn't
first...
do that. I didn't want to keep it.
Just happened.
It was like, and it didn't seem too awful to have if I had a U and like an E and an S or something as well.
Yeah,
It was like, no, I guess a U could be okay.
True.
Yeah, no, I wasn't holding on to it on purpose. That's for sure.
Weren't hoarding them.
Yeah.
He's quaint, keeping 2
Quaint.
E's. I guess
Yeah.
That's
Well,
not that
it's not
bad.
too bad.
He's opening up the board when he's behind, which is never not a good idea.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And another very quick play.
Wink. Yeah. Oh dear. Far too many E's.
Yeah.
Geese is
Yeah,
it?
geese looks like geese is a C. Yeah.
Ouija's. How about Ouija's across the... No. Don't think these are going to work.
Yeah.
So EES or something somewhere, I suppose. Quaint. Can you put an S on quaint? Like
I
quaints?
don't think so. I feel like I've tried that before. Because it looks
Yeah.
like a nice 7, but I don't think it's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think-
quintas. Quintas is in 7, but not quaints. That's right.
What do you think of playing just GEES beside quaint and keep the E? If you have 4 of them, how likely it is?
Yeah.
I guess
think
no
that's-
E's have been played so far.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a,
No.
there's like...
I was gonna
8
say,
E's.
like, there's not that high of a
Oh,
chance, but there's still 8.
Yeah. Yeah, there's still 4 more E's besides what he has, so too
Yeah.
dangerous, I
And he
guess.
plays geese over there.
It's kind of fun
Yeah,
to take the
as he-
risk sometimes, though.
That might not have paid off as he had the E, but who knows?
Yeah, he did it for E too. So, obviously, trying to get rid of the V.
Oh, yep,
Five.
that's the best move, I reckon.
Yeah.
Just get rid of the F and V, score a bunch of points.
Yeah. So, I guess be looking for a bingo through the T of quaint.
Yep. And there's only one bonus in this entire rack.
Do reveal. I haven't turned my analyzer on yet.
It's Aotearoa through the T. So it's quite a high probability 8. I think it's like
Right.
150 or something.
Yeah.
But with the blank, it's kind of hard to see. Yeah.
Yeah, blanks are very tricky sometimes. I mean, obviously they're an ideal letter, but they're quite hard to work with. And if you have 2 blanks, that just totally does my
Just
head.
shut something down and don't think more.
Yeah.
You also spend so much time looking for 7s here. When...
Yeah.
Oh, there
So
actually
if he
is
doesn't
one.
see anything, would you just go something feign or something through that triple in the top right hand corner?
I think Fano, using the O and the A, just keeping AES blank.
Keeping the E.
Yeah, it's nice.
I remember actually listening to commentary on games is quite helpful for your own game. And one thing I noticed, they were always saying, keep the E, keep the E. He'll definitely be holding on to his E. And I was like, oh, right, E's are really good. Reminded me, keep an E.
Yeah, they're very handy. Because as you heard, Scott was like complaining after our game that he only got 2.
Yes, well, I was a little unfair here.
I'm cutting out.
Geese. And geese. Does geese take anything? Geeses. Geeser.
Presume
Geese.
not.
Geesed. You can goose someone. Can you geese them?
I would guess no, but I might be mistaken.
Yes.
Here's a cool 7-letter word that I see. If he makes a blank a Z,
Oh.
Ozaenas. It's not playable, but
Ozianes?
Ozaenas or something.
Ozaenas.
Well,
Wow.
I'm pretty sure that's right. I should probably check before I spread misinformation, but like 99% sure it's right. Which is cool. Not helpful in this game at all, but
No.
yeah, as expected, he spends a bit of time on this turn trying to find something. Ooh.
Okay.
I think your like lever's good enough to just play Fano. I don't think you need to lose this many points.
I agree, and you know the Z and stuff is still out there too. So it's if you play off more letters, it's a chance to get those things.
I guess Toto under this situation is better because he's obviously trying for a bonus and doesn't have any of those letters that are so punishing. But it looks bad. It looks like this is just a good way to give away 40, 50 points. But
okay. It does. It opens the board up.
Finds his bonus and blocks in the meantime.
Yep, nice.
Probably better words, but may as well just get something down when you're used up quite a bit of time.
Yeah, and there's no hook through the triple lane at the end.
Yeah,
so
exactly. That's
good.
like the one thing
to
make sure of.
Yeah, and AE is really, you can't hook off the bottom of AE either. So it's actually...
he almost wants to like make another lane though.
Yeah,
because when Scott plays, he's going to be like 50 down. Something like donates or something, scores more with the D on there, opens up the bottom bit, doesn't take a hook.
Yeah.
Kind of looks a little bit better, but minor details really.
So Bendy or Benny? Is Benny a word?
Benty's very nice play under there. Fits perfectly.
Benty. Forgot about Benty.
Bentio. Oh.
Right.
I would have played a phony with this hand.
What would you have played?
I would have played Prez on top of Toto, but that is not a word. Just Prez.
Prez.
Yeah. But,
that's definitely not a word.
Yeah, I would have scored good though. Solid 60.
Prez, great play. That's awesome. Yeah. Finally got use of that F up there. Whenever I play UN, I always look for un words. I don't know my un words, so it's a pointless exercise.
Yeah. If the F was a S, he could play Saunted.
Saunted.
Yeah. Or this time Faunted. But FA is nice, scores 31, keeps a lead. And a good lead as well, to be honest. AUNED is not Awful.
Moppy.
Wow. Yeah, it's a
Zappy?
good.
Maybe just
Moppy's.
Zappy.
Here's Moppy with PST on the top of ACK-nodes for like heaps and heaps.
Ah, nice.
And yeah. Or Yomp if he saw the PST. But that's like really hard to see.
PST. Jeepers, yeah. That's one
I
that
just wouldn't think to look there at all.
always forget about that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever played that.
I don't think I've ever played
It's like
that
a
either, to be honest.
TSK or something.
Yeah.
So 2 U's not looking too
Yeah,
good,
this is
and 2
not
A's.
nice at all.
So definitely want to get rid of some of these.
Yeah. Like a U in AU. Looks like the ones you want to get rid of, but
Yeah.
it doesn't look to be a good place to get rid of them ever.
Yeah.
Under
Is there
Toto
an
is-
NAU? Toto.
AUOUA. Yeah, that's alright. Gets rid of some of the icky stuff,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's kind of
Sets up an
scores
opportunity though.
pretty bad.
Yeah, it's
Maybe-
an opportunity for Mike too.
Play on.
I guess there's trap or something like that through there, or prep. It's prep.
Prep.
I don't know.
I think I've
Prep.
seen that before, but
I don't know. I think it's PARP. Parp. All right, I'm turning on my analyzer.
it's
give
not
it-
on the analyzer. I'm telling you, so
Oh,
it
right.
must
Wow.
need pop. I was looking at dropped, DROPT, underneath Toto, and that looked alright.
Right.
Opened up a bit there. But... The board's so blocked. Like
Yeah.
in this game, you just need to
Unglued.
score and
Yeah.
not.
Oh no, I thought I saw unglued, but that doesn't do much.
For Scott here, I might try play like Joling through the Eye of Quaint, and just try pick up something good like what is left,
Yeah.
a J or a blank or something.
Yeah, although that does stuff up the T potential bingo lane down the left-hand side there. That W in the center top is kind of tricky to get much happening up there. In terms of like keeping opportunities open on the board. In a close game like this, Lewis, do you try and keep the board open, or do you start? What would you do if you're evenly matched points wise?
Probably depends on who my opponent is, to be honest. Like,
Noted.
if they know lots of 8s, then I'll probably keep it closed. But
Yeah.
I'd probably, like I said, play dueling, which kind of blocks a lane and
Yeah.
just kind of hurries towards the end of the game.
Yeah.
But it opens up the D again in that lane. It scores the same as
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
play
true,
and doesn't open up a triple. So I think it's better
Yeah.
than Glen
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Wonder
I
if
was
he missed
expecting
Goji.
Goji. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
expecting Goji 100% of the time, to be honest. Didn't even commentate on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 12 in the bag, and it's very, very close. It's good we have a
Yeah.
close game.
Yeah.
I guess the last one was a close game. It just doesn't feel like a close game in my head because it wasn't until unsharp. Yeah.
Snuck up from behind. This is where Scott's played faster, so he's got more of an advantage at the end. He can take more time to look through his
Yeah, exactly.
options. I think Mike ran out of time a wee bit in our game towards the end as well.
Yeah. There's no like bonus lanes or anything to look through though. Now that he's
No.
picked up the blank, so
Yeah,
Yes.
and a bonus with a W towards the end is pretty unlikely.
yeah, very unlikely. I think. It is the top move. Something like Yug, bottom right, reopen
Yeah.
the board slightly, scoring good, keeping good. Seems
Yeah.
good to me.
He doesn't have the eye for, or the for
For ING.
and those are actually in the bag still. So it's a little bit dangerous, but you just have to take a chance sometimes, eh?
Yeah, exactly. Like, you're even, you can't play average turns over and over again. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Yug is the only thing I like, really.
Yeah. The analyzer's other suggestion is UG 14A.
Yeah,
So,
with ETH bottom
Yeah.
left, which doesn't seem good. Because it
No, I
really,
don't
like,
think
opens
that's
that true cat. He does the same type of
he's
thing.
done that too. Wow, because there's 3 E's still in the bag.
Yeah, exactly. And it
That's
doesn't.
pretty dangerous.
He's
But he's lucky,
lucky,
because
yeah.
Scott does not have, or Mike rather, does not have an E.
Yeah, and now it puts him in a very bad situation. This is really
Yeah.
hard for. Because, like, no matter what he plays, it's going to be not blocking that. And also, if he plays something like Diva with JA, it just reopens the board, and he pretty much knows with a play like UH that Scott has a blank and good tiles.
Yeah.
This is my read.
I think I like the Diva option because if the board's going to be open in one spot, you might as well open it in 2 spots so that you each have a shot at it.
Yeah.
And it gets rid of his, an I and a...
He just needs to hope for good tiles out of the bag. Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Interesting, because he could have done the P there, could he not? P-U-H?
Did he have a P?
He had a P, yeah.
Yeah, he could have played P-I. Maybe he has a plan for it. That we don't
Maybe
see.
he does.
Yeah, it's a pretty low scoring game now. Just each move being like 20.
Yep, super low scoring.
Pretty expected on this type of board though.
Yeah. We almost have something like grumbled or
Yeah.
wishful thinking ideas.
Yeah. On a perfect board.
Yes.
Probably get rid of a couple consonants. Mug or gum with squad.
Yeah. Suppose you'd want to keep the opportunities off of F down the bottom, so keeping an E and the R.
You can't really do anything there, I don't think.
Yeah, trying to get rid of the G and the M sounds like a good plan to me. Oh yeah, he can put that through squad.
Yeah.
That would be a reasonable score for a low scoring game.
Yeah, exactly. And doesn't open anything up.
Yeah. Maybe he could do something fancy going with squad AG and then glid could become glide and he could get over to Amen with ramen. Anyway, never mind. We're moving on.
He plays MIG, which is same tiles, less score.
Yep.
Don't see a tactical advantage of it, just probably a miss.
No, probably just a miss. I do find it quite hard playing online, but also, when people are sort of watching you, there's a time pressure. I find it that much harder. Like, you sort of freeze or you get too focused on one area.
Like, finding bonuses in my last game was like, oh shit, if I miss these. I know there's one in this anagram set, but I don't want to miss them.
Yeah.
And he blocks the spot with Evo.
So we just need a Lucian.
Yeah. Just a 10-letter word. Make it interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's not going to happen here, so...
It's been a tactical game more than anything else.
Scott's turn. So he needs to catch up if possible, because we're starting to get it right to the end now.
Yeah, 3 tiles in the bag. It's kind of a weird spot, where if he played something long like direct, he picks up 3, has 5 tiles, and then opens up a triple and then just has to try play out all 5 tiles, otherwise he definitely loses.
Yeah. The analyzer is suggesting direct as the best play on there.
No.
I know it's not not strategic, but that's the highest score anyway.
Yeah, it likes the high scoring move over anything else.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. I don't even know if I'd look in that corner for something through there.
Yeah, probably something on the glide.
I just look up there and see a bunch of C's and go, ooh.
No, don't like that. Yeah.
Maybe even I'd probably play something like, oh no, dive, but don't want to do that. Because then it loses
He doesn't
your...
want... Yeah. He has such nice tiles, but he can't open up the board using...
Yeah.
Like, how much does he need to use? 2 tiles. YID. Is that even like a alright possibility?
I'm looking for my glide and spot, and the suggestion is Del, DEL.
Or URDE. It also has.
Yeah.
He's running out of time. Just a minute.
Yeah, it's
20.
weird with this clock. It's sort of like, is it counting down consistently or is it getting stuck?
It depends if you're like in analyzer. If you go like done, it goes
out
down.
of analyzer.
Yeah. Maybe.
Ah, there we go. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
1 minute
definitely
to
getting
go.
close to time. Wow, he's really chewed up a lot of time in the end game because
Yeah, I know.
he had like 3 extra minutes.
I think, looking at everything, I think director's biggest chance of winning.
Would he be worried about opening up that triple?
Yeah, but you kind of have to, and then hope you get it outplay.
Yeah.
Yet, and he picks
So
up.
against it. Leaving one
We
tile
don't
on
know
the
what he picks
bag.
up. Yep. Okay, that's it. I think that's an awful play by the analyzer, saying BAC. But he loses like heaps of the time to play. Like players making a back. Like that's probably like a losing play, like 80% of the time.
Yeah, gotcha.
And sit looks good, high scoring.
Yeah, the board's too close to do anything with these at this point.
Yeah, I like the moves onto the triple from Evo now.
Yeah.
Like it has a bunch of them. Like, what does it have again? Evolver.
Yeah, yep. Evolved.
Because that scores a 27.
He's trying to get into the T, but he can't get there with this.
He does the opposite way round. Like he keeps like Evolver still as an option. I don't know if he.
Yeah, maybe
saves
that's
it.
his out.
Yeah.
Oh, but Scott's only got 1 tile, so.
He ran out of time.
Oh yeah.
So that pretty much settles it.
Yeah. So do you think he planned Evolver here?
No, I think I'd be on the board if he did.
Evolver. That's good.
It is a word, but
Yeah.
I think evolved is the more common one he would have just played if he was looking in that spot.
Yeah. Just looking to go out now.
Yeah, exactly. Just
Did you see if Geese took anything?
I didn't check. My guess is no. I don't know what my phone is, to be honest.
I will have a look for our curious viewers.
Any interesting moves?
Oops. Geese.
One
Geese
bonus game.
Does not take anything. No
As
from
expected.
Geese. Right.
Nice.
Yeah, it's actually a decent spread at the end. Well,
Yeah.
it's still fairly close.
Hello,
Hi.
hello.
I'm fading into the darkness here.
Hello.
Much better.
You are a bit dark there,
Yeah,
Laura.
I need to turn the lights on.
Gone all gloom and doom.
Damn your DI.
DI.
Yes, because I had shrugged for a triple.
Oh, that would have been very nice.
Oh, yeah.
Instead, I got just jammed up.
Yeah.
I thought when you played ETH, you had
I had an E.
an E underneath it, and I couldn't. I thought about blocking it properly, just maybe UR, but then I thought, well, what he needs to get a 7, begin with an E.
Well, I had
Yeah.
retiled on with the
Did you
blank
have
in
the
there.
blank at that point?
Yep, I had the blank for a long time, and it was just
It's just a very blocked board.
the beginning was really easy. I was like 30, 30, 30, 30. I'll just take them all.
Yeah.
And then in the back, then it doesn't allow me to play a couple words that are not invalid but are valid in our lexicon.
All right, yeah.
So I was like, oh shoot, stupid thing. But I couldn't find a way to open up to the left side of the board to do anything
Yeah.
without burning my blank for just a couple of points. And I was like, this is
Yeah, there
terrible.
wasn't that much, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah. And
It's
when
hard playing with 2 lexicons.
yes,
Yeah,
when you played
that's why
your
we need
A
to
for
change.
La and EA, I was like, oh, he's gonna have a bonus somewhere or another. But
Yeah.
I had already settled on toy way early on. A nice Kiwi word.
Yeah.
I got my blank earlier than act nodes. Was there anything that I had when I had the 2 A's in my rack?
Yes, you had 1 8 through the T. It was Anna Westra.
I don't know,
Oh yes, that would have fitted as well. ANOESTRA. I missed that.
Did I miss anything that was playable?
I was playing without my analyzer on, so
Oh,
Lewis.
I don't.
Lewis is the one to ask.
Who's frozen now?
Oh, Lewis is frozen.
Lewis is frozen. Yes. No, I was trying to be a bit more original.
Yeah.
I presumed you had the blank as well when you played Glenn here, opening up that triple lane.
Oh, I think so. If not, I picked it up on the next turn.
Yeah. There was the opportunity to play Goji down the bottom there. Mike, did you not see that one when you played
I
Joel?
missed that when I played Joel. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was just I was trying to just block the lane, and
I wondered
missed
if you
OG.
were.
It
Yeah.
probably worked out all right because I might have done something I might have been able to get something to the L,
Yeah.
or at least open up from the L.
Yeah. It's more
Yes,
defensive.
true.
Yes.
I was lucky to get Frizz in the top
Sweet.
corner when I had that Z.
Yes, you succeeded.
I was just gonna play on top of act nodes, and then I saw Frizz.
I couldn't believe how many points whack was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does not look like
the Wackler
44.
points.
And I was like, wow, that's sweet.
You were whacking me at the start of that game.
It was 30, 30, 30, 30. Really, it's just like go, 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 go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then it all went slow.
Yeah, towards the
then it
end it was
went
just
down.
like
Very
18. Yeah.
And you
Okay.
missed.
All right.
Sweet.
I'm
That's
gonna turn my light on.
Turn your light on.
fair
John
enough.
as well scored a lot of points for me on top of act nodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have put a P on it, I
Benty
think.
must have been a high scorer too. I'm not sure how.
You could have played Yomp or Moppy with PST. Mike.
33.
Yeah. As I said, it was just banging 30s to start, and then it just kind of went away.
Yom was 41, so I was,
Yeah.
pleased with that.
Sweet.
All right.
Moppy,
Should we go on to the
Moppy
last
for
game?
56
Yeah,
would have
Moppy
been
for
nice
56
too.
is nice.
Moppy, yeah.
And that PST
Okay.
book.
Yeah, PST is so hard to
Yeah,
see.
there's
We'll
a
talk
bit
about
Yeah.
that.
PST.
Yep.
Sweet. So I shall
Okay,
match
so
Laura.
Okay.
out of here,
I'm
and
gonna mute, and I will see you in the game, Lewis. It's
Sounds-
you and me, right?
Yeah.
All right, sweet.
How many
luck.
minutes do you want?
Uh,
I'll make it
as
14.
many minutes
How
as I
about
can have. All right,
Sweet.
sounds
Yeah.
good. See you there.
Well, Mike, that's the first time you've beaten me out of 3 now.
that's right. Yeah, I've only played you twice before.
Yes.
That was both in the Nationals in Christchurch, wasn't it?
Christchurch or Wellington this year?
Uh, Oh, sorry, it was Wellington. That's right. Yeah, Nationals in Wellington. Yeah.
I see Haji right away. There it is. Comes down.
Okay, so I just need to click on the start club game. No,
No.
I click on the. Yes, here we go.
Yeah.
Haji, very nice. ILNNOTV.
Yes,
Wow,
non-vital.
non-vital.
That's good too. That's lovely.
Lovely find there by Lewis.
Yeah.
Non-vital through the A of Haji. So
now Laura's got
GIMNORX. So she's got ING there.
Yeah.
Has she got hotspot for that X?
Mixing through the I in non-vital, and the X could be tripled. If she had an E, she could have remixing, which would be instead of an O.
That would be 32 for mixing. Yeah, that would be enough.
And tie it back up for a turn. That V blocks up, moves you stops you going uptown.
Docks from the D of Haji. That would be 24, 25.
I think I'd prefer mixing.
Mixing, yeah, and get rid of those. Minx goes down. 26 points for Minx.
Yeah. So, she doesn't even have time to look and see. Rooting.
Folio.
Rooting, making jor right away.
Oh yeah, rooting. Yes, underneath the JO. Great. Let's have a look at rooting.
There it is.
Trogons
Something
also possible.
Make the blank in S and play Hajis.
So just two sevens in that rack, rooting and Trogons.
Yeah.
That would have come down on Hajis or across from Joe Jot. Oh, and
or over for
U
I
and a W.
With Trogons, I probably would play Dit and Jor, and then going on.
Oh yes, that would have been more. Yeah.
U and a W, never two things you want to see living on the same place.
No, but the rest of the rack looks good. CELOSUW.
Yes, there will be the UWUs coming in soon for us.
Oh,
UWU. It's comes from an emoji or a meme or something. It has to do with looking very cute.
That would be helpful to get out some sticky.
And OWO as well. But on this rack, what would I do?
Possibly Cowls, COWLS, playing Jaws on the double word score underneath jaw. That would be 7.
Cows.
Or cows, yeah, similar.
I think I'd put it. All right, so Analyzer says the best one is Currie.
30 points.
Oh, she exchanged, cleared her rack. That's not so bad. All right. Leak.
So
blank and blank to the end of non-vital. You can score with that K just like I did.
So Lewis to play?
Yes. Laura passed. Skipped an E.
ABEKLMU. So Luke. Just have a look.
Blank, that's what I would have done.
Blank, lovely.
Yeah.
The top there. So you.
She doesn't have an L. Yes, Beefy jumps out.
So Laura has Beefy with an A and a blank.
Right. Yes. Beefy fits right under rooting very nicely.
Right, so I'm just looking in the anagram analyzer. There's no 7s in that rack. And there's no 8s. Wow. So
The accent.
Gorgeous, yes, that's what I
That's
said.
the,
Beefy, right under rooting.
yeah.
For 47 points.
The three R's is a never welcome guest to the party either.
And by playing Beefy, she's blocked the G for grr.
Yes.
I could have slotted underneath that G there.
No, can't play that.
Any ideas?
If she had an O, she could have played horror through the other O on the board and clear all the R's out. Nothing comes to mind. The analyzer suggests MURR under N, making NYM. And that would clean that right.
MURRE?
No, MURR. And I didn't know that once. That's.
And it also takes an E hook on the end.
Yeah.
Oh, chur. Is that
Sure.
right, chur? I don't think.
I don't think
right,
it.
chur.
Nope, that's fine. I am sure the New Zealand sound without the second R.
Oh yeah, chur. Okay, CHURR.
Over, that's right.
Over. So maybe Laura just wanted to get rid of one of those A's and get onto that triple lane and block that spot. But she's got a spot underneath the A now.
Yep.
ADEMNRT for Lewis.
It looks promising.
I don't think there's any sevens in that rack.
There's no sevens.
Wow, and there's only 1 8. So yeah, it looks like he'll have to play something shorter. He could just play the M under the H here, and arm, and then great. Yeah. Oh, that's a gift rack for Laura. AEINRS blank. Wow, hundreds of possibilities.
When she played you, she had the blank was a U, and that's when you challenged off her.
Oh, that was Uranus.
Yeah.
Okay.
This time she gets something down.
Yeah.
And quite a bit
she
of
could
overlap
have
possible.
arsenic, for example, underneath over.
Yeah.
And make that blank a C, and that would block. You could always have arsenic. Yeah. Lots of possibilities here.
Yes. I would probably maybe underlap the OB and OE.
Yes.
Something ES.
I mean, if you made it a G for gainers, I mean, there's all the gainers, regains, syringa. I mean, an A would go under OB as well. You could have syringa there.
Yeah, there's too many to count.
Ray Pines, there we go.
That's fine.
2 overlaps.
And the Q, he could have played Trank through Chur for quite a bit more. Cruise.
Oh, ACIRSUZ.
Yes.
Z. Wow.
And you could play ZA for 40 points very quickly at the top.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Or nearly 40. But there might be more somewhere else.
Possibly ZAR, CZA. Oh no, we can't have RA.
No,
that's not allowed.
That's there are plenty of words I'd like to invent and put in, but that's something to go under the R beside the E would be high on the list. Something next a 2-letter V word as well.
So ZAR at the top would score well.
37.
Briz would score reasonably well on the I of non-vital. That would be 32, but ZAR would be.
ZAR is making routings. Scores 46, but it give back quite a bit because you'd be able to play A blank E or O blank E, making ZO, and that would come. They could make quite a nice return.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah. 26.
That's
right?
26. So Lewis has.
He played Toei. That was nice.
taking Ob, L, and Yar. Toy scores 48.
Yes.
Okay. So sneaks into the lead.
Yes, but
Just
Laura,
6 points ahead of
Laura has a bonus. Let's see if she can get it out. There it is. Beautiful.
Beautiful. Rescue and routings. Brilliant.
Rescuee.
Rescuee.
And he challenged it, and it stays on. Bingo. All right, now. Ooh, he's so close to a lot of things.
Eginnur. Oh, there's a 7 in there as well. Will it go down?
Enduring, oh yes.
ING, yeah.
No, it doesn't go down.
Doesn't go down. And there's certainly nothing through that E of rescuee.
No. I assume rescuee will take an S for rescuees.
Yes. And if Laura hadn't blocked with Zari there, he could have played Enduring on the top at H2.
Oh, yeah, making
But yeah,
fun of the
it's homeless. Gunner.
That's probably his best one. All right. Paul, that's right. That's probably the best there was. Yep.
Both of them playing quite fast in this game.
And reasonably well.
Paul scores 50. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a great spot with the P on the double letter there.
But now you got 2 I's and a U. That's never your friend. Does PIU fit anywhere? There's 4 in the bag. P, so is that?
P. So there's still 2 I's on Lewis's rack. Okay, and Laura's got ADEEILT, which looks good.
Yes, but there's nowhere. I don't think there's anywhere to play anything on the board now.
No, it'd have to sort of end in an A.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't like.
Looking at what's left in the bag, I don't really like Lewis's chance of bonusing either.
Yeah, so the only thing with the A there is ADD. No, there's nothing there.
No, ending it.
There's no 7s. There's a number of 8s, but not. There's nothing really to play through.
No. There's nothing.
What would you do here?
I would probably play away because underlapping rapines or rapines would be not so easy.
So would you play down from rapines to
no,
create
I would never play down. I would never play down. Like it's Laura's turn. She's ahead by 70 points. I would not play anywhere near that bottom. Open up that bottom of the board.
No.
I would.
So a parallel play underneath rapines, maybe, or even coming over E next to
parallel and rapines might make it easier to come back and reparallel.
Yes.
As well, and that's not what you want. Opening up near the top, maybe playing off the Z to get a few points up there. And the odd chance that he could do something. Or maybe even just, you're going to empty the bag, so you might as well play as many letters as you can, to be honest.
Right. Possibly I don't know, DA at the top here? Any? Or...
I was looking at Vi, but no. You don't want to play. There's quite a few, but there's no real place to play a lot except under rapines. That was one place I would have looked at. Take 19. He can't score well off of that. you would be the best score off of that. You don't want to keep two I's. I-I-E-T. No. This is not a place. So Laura's last rack is steel, and she can play out with that. T steel teals. So she can go out.
Digit. That's good, and gets rid of one of those pesky eyes.
Yep.
24 on the triple word score.
Yep. But that she goes out. He will pass. And end the game.
Wow. Both players got 5 minutes to spare.
Yeah. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Lewis has almost 7.
Super speedy.
Yeah. You gave her too much time, Lewis.
Hello, Laura.
Hi.
Hello, Lewis.
Hello.
So, what's the
That was
verdict?
definitely the
Latest?
highest scoring game we've seen. You guys are just banging them away.
I can't believe you both had time on your clocks at the end.
Yeah. Just at the end, playing absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
So, Lewis, you were taking a chance on non-vital there.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's fine.
It's good. There's no problem with that. Non-vital and unvital.
like 80%, but the next best option is like 80.
I wasn't sure about P, Lewis, because you were behind and you got rid of some of your better letters.
I don't know what
I would probably
opened
play something
anyway.
out of underneath, coming out of Rapines and opening up a couple of lines at the bottom there.
Yeah, I didn't really see anything that worked.
Very good find.
Yes, that was lovely.
Yeah, I wasn't totally sure about it, but I thought it seemed like if you can have a rescuer, you can probably have someone who gets rescued. They might be called a rescuee, so that was a chance on that one.
And Paul was a very nice comeback play as well.
Yeah, I had either that or warp.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good score, and I had warp as the other option if he went down below.
Oh,
yeah.
And Toei was a lovely play as well in the corner there, Lewis.
Thanks.
Yeah, that was good. That was really good.
You're
I was trying to
mute,
get
Lewis.
something with the Z there, but no luck.
ZA was the best you would have done, and that's...
Yeah, I wondered about doing that because that would have sort of blocked that spot. I don't know. In the end, you sort of go, I don't know what to do. Just panic and put something down.
Yeah. When I played Gunner, I had a 7, but nowhere to play it.
Yeah.
With the I.
So, Lewis, we realised that you had a bingo when you played Gunner, but it wouldn't go down.
Yeah, it was in urine or something there.
That's any consolation.
No, I miss Folius, but I don't think I've learnt that high probability.
Still can't hear you, Lewis.
Oh, you can't. I'm muted, I think.
I was thinking as soon as I put Hadjis down, I thought, oops, I should have put Jihads.
Hello?
Or Jihad, rather. Hello?
Hello. Yeah, Jihad.
Oh, you can't hear me.
Jihad, that's good.
Jihad would have scored
Or
higher.
or Jihadi.
Yeah.
You could have saved the I and hooked it later.
I didn't know it took an I.
Yeah, Jihadis, Jihadist. Jihadists. You can keep stacking out of it.
Oh, excellent.
Nice.
That's good to know.
Uh,
So I'll never play that one.
Haj and Haji, and Jihad and Jihadi. Wow.
Yeah.
Learn something new.
Very nice game, guys.
yeah, it's very quick.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Hi, Alec.
Yeah.
Sweet. Good.
Okay.
Tingly.
Yeah. And probably embarrassed the way I played.
I think we've all made some embarrassing plays tonight.
But as I said, I'm just going to chuck words in general as fast as I can.
It's hard playing online too because shuffling the letters, it's kind of awkward and Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you know people are watching you, not only watching but actually talking about how you're playing, sometimes it makes you freeze a bit more.
Yeah.
That was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
It's
very
been really
good.
useful as well, just as a dry run, in terms of negotiating things and tech problems, and
Yeah.
having a chance to commentate.
Tech problems, definitely.
Yeah. So on the weekend, will you have the camera set up and you're looking literally at the physical board, or is it an online play
I'll
environment?
be looking at the board.
Online.
Right at the board.
Oh,
Oh,
We
looking
have-
at the board.
And cameras at the racks as well, and all that fun
Yeah.
stuff. Okay.
Yeah. Interesting. That must be.
And we'll be visible all the way through, or just our voices? Yeah.
Okay. That's right. So I have a face made for radio.
That's right, Scott.
Yeah. Mike, since he won both his games.
No, I lost against Laura.
Oh,
I
I'm
think
sorry, then
we
Laura.
both-
Yeah, I
That's
think
right.
actually,
She
maybe
bombed
I
you with
got
on
lucky
sharp.
there.
That's
got
right.
all 4 blanks.
That's
Yeah,
right.
a win
Yep.
and a loss.
Laura then.
I nailed it.
Oh yes, Laura won both. Well
I
done,
did.
Laura. Yeah.
I did, against formidable players, I might add. So, yay. Lucky me.
No.
Thanks,
Awesome.
Alexander.
Thanks,
sing it.
guys.
Thank you.
And thanks to all our listeners out there.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Come again.
Yeah.
See you
Yeah.
the weekend.
Yeah, cool.
See you.
Cheers all. Thanks
Right.
for the games.
Friday
Thanks
is
so much, guys.
whatever
It's been
time.
real fun.
Yep.
Cheers.
All right.
Bye.
Good night.
Thank you.